Okay, so I'm just going to explain what's going on. Last night, Adam and I were talking over WhatsApp, and he was trying to connect to my server here in Vigo, but my server just kept kicking him out. I don't know if there's a problem with the difference in keyboards, because the server actually, Adam, is set to English keyboard, and you've probably got an Irish one, and it's only got 17 keys on it, no? Only 17 letters in the Irish alphabet, aren't there? Okay, mate. So anyway, for one reason or another, you couldn't get connected, but we're going to try that again. So I'll just explain that I've got my my window open here, my terminal open here. I've left a big space over here so that Adam can have his terminal open on his computer and still be able to see mine. So, mate, if you want to try to do the SSH thing again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I put the numbers or I put in my kind of username?
Put in your username.
Okay. Just a second. I'll get up my phone.
And we'll use hackpens.net again as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So Adam H at www dot.
I forgot the www bit. Cool. So that should get you in.
All right. Do you want me to submit?
Yeah. Hit enter and see what happens.
Right. Password. Right.
Okay. So this is where it gets exciting. I don't mind sharing your password on this video now because you can change it in a few minutes. So The password was, let me just try to remember. It was like that, no?
Yeah.
Adam H 2020.
Yeah, the updated one you sent to.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Give that a go.
Okay. Right. Programs include. Oh.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Are you in?
I think so. It says Linux Nodal 4.19.97
Yeah.
hyphen V7 plus.
Yeah. So that's just telling you that it's Linux. You're on Node 1, which is the computer. Down at the bottom,
That's what comes up for me.
Can you see like some green writing like this that says Adam H at Node 1?
H at Nodal.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're in. You're absolutely in.
Yeah.
So the first thing we need to do then is to change your password so that I don't know it and nobody else knows it either. What I'm going to do in future videos, we're going to use a different computer. I'm going to connect you to a Kali Linux computer that won't be online all the time. The problem with this one is that it's public facing all the time.
Okay.
And it gets attacked something like 10 to 12 times an hour by naughty people trying to get into my system. So for now, what I want you to do is type PASWD. It looks like password without. Yeah.
PASSWD.
PASSWD. Yeah.
Okay. And press enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to
password.
It'll ask you for your current password. Yeah. So I'll just type that one in again.
New password. Okay.
Cool.
So, I remember from your video, include upper cases, lower cases, numbers, and strange characters. Huh?
Yeah, if you can, minimum of 8 characters in total. Try not to forget it because.
Oh, the password don't match. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was planning not to have to edit this video, but I'm sure we can put a beep in there somewhere.
So what do I do now?
Is it saying that it's just gone back to?
Unchanged.
Sorry.
It says password authentication token manipulation error.
Yeah.
Password unchanged, and then it says Adam H at Nodal.
Okay, so you've gone back to where we started. It's just gone back to where we started. So just type.
Password, no?
Yeah, you don't have to type that in. There's a good opportunity to show you how to do something. If you actually just tap the up arrow on your keyboard. Yeah, you've got the arrows up, down, sideways, no?
Yeah, second. Oh yeah, okay.
Cool. So just tap the up arrow.
Okay.
And that comes back up with the password, the command, no?
I'll just press enter?
Did it come back up with that command?
No.
Ah, okay. Type it back in again then. We'll.
Do you want me to try?
Yeah, just type password in.
Will I press enter with the upward facing arrow?
No. It's just that in Linux, I'll show you. I'm pressing the up key now, and it's going through all the commands that I've used. It should save like about 2,000 commands. So generally, if you press the up arrow, it just takes you back to the commands that you've already used.
Okay.
But don't worry, if it's not doing that, it's not a big problem. Just type in again the password command. Yeah.
Yep. Current password.
Cool.
New password. Okay.
Okay, excellent.
Password updated.
Okay, it's updated. Brilliant. And you'll remember that, will you?
I will.
Cool. Actually, the next time we connect, we'll be connecting to a different computer, so it's not really a big deal at the moment. Okay, so you've got a new password. Let's just do one or two little Linux commands to see where we are and what I plan to do today. Let's try and bring that up, if you've got time, anyway. So what we're going to do today, getting connected. Brilliant, done it. So you connected to my server, and then we're going to do some very basic command line stuff. I'm going to show you how to see where you are in the system, how to create a folder, create a file, and then we're going to write a little script, a little program, basically.
Okay.
And then we're going to make that program executable, and we're going to run that program. So it sounds really complicated, but you won't believe how easy this is, mate, to be quite honest. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, we need to find out where we are. We can see, actually, that we're in our home directory, but if we type in pwd, that stands for print working directory.
Yep, and press enter.
And press enter. And I've got on mine home pi because I'm the user pi.
Yep, and I got home Adam H.
Excellent, excellent. So we know where we are. You're in Adam H's home directory. I'm just going to go and show you quickly. I'm going to change directory with the cd command. You don't need to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to change to the root directory, and I'm in root now. So if I list everything that's in root, I can see the home directory there. If I change my directory to home again and do a list, I can see all the users or all the home directories on here. So we've got Shane, we've got me, Morag, Kimberly, Jermaine, we've got one called admin pi, and we've got you. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to just go back to where I used to be. So we know where we are. We've done print directory, print working directory, but let's see if there's anything in that directory. And we're going to do that by using ls, which is just the list command. So if you type in ls and hit enter, and nothing happened, right? Nothing, because there's nothing in there. If I do it, you can see on mine that there are loads of little things in there that I've been playing around with, lots of little programs and files and folders. Okay, so let me just clear this away. I'm going to clear the screen by using literally the word clear. It takes me back up to the top. Cool, so we want to create a file. Sorry, we want to create a directory, or as you might call it, you might know it as a folder. Okay, and we're going to do that by using this command, mkdir. So it's basically make directory. Don't press enter yet. If you just type that in, I'm going to send you these notes later, mate, so don't worry, you don't need to write anything down. Yeah.
So it's let me see.
Ma-
MKDIR.
Yep, make directory, that stands for. And we're going to give the directory a name. I'm going to call mine Python 4 because I think I've got Python 1, 2, 3. If you just call yours Python,
Okay.
and then hit enter, and it looks like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I'll give you some really good advice with Linux. If it looks like nothing's happened, everything's good. It doesn't go, oh, well done, you've created this. It just keeps it very basic and simple. If you do the list command again, ls, and hit enter,
and Python comes up. Okay.
now you've got one with Python in, yeah, and I'm going to just check mine. I've got one with Python 4. So we're going to go into that directory because that's the directory we want to work in. And I'm going to use cd. So if you type in cd, okay, and in your directory, you've only got one directory called, in your home directory, you've only got one directory called Python.
Yes.
So if you type P and then hit the tab,
Yes.
it should come up with Python, like that, yeah?
Python and a dash. Forward slash.
Yep, that's right, absolutely. I'm going to do the same. I've got Python 4. I'm just going into a different directory because Python already exists for me. Okay, so press enter.
Okay.
And now you can see by the blue writing that you're in Python. Cool.
Okay.
If you want to do list again and press enter, you'll see there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to create something. We want to put a file in there. And we're going to use this command. There are lots of ways of doing this, at least 2 or 3 ways that I know of doing this, but I'm going to use the touch command. What touch does, I'll explain it very quickly. If you want to create a new file, you can use touch. If you want to, basically touch, we can use it as like a poke. You know when you list your, just going to do a list here quickly with another command. Oops, let me cd list. Okay, this is listing all of my folders and files in, or my directories and files in my home directory, and this is telling me when it was last updated. Okay, or last anything happened to it. So let's just look at this one. Bash script in sh. Was April the 6th. If I use touch and I go bash script in sh, can you still see that at the bottom of your screen?
I can.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cool. So if I then list again, let's see where we are. Bash script in April the 18th. So what I've done is basically I've given that file a poke. And it's just touched it to go, oh yeah, we haven't forgotten about this file, it's still there. But we can also use touch. Let me just clear my screen. And I'm going to go back into my Python 4 folder. So we use touch to create a new folder, a new file. It can be any type of file, but this one we're going to do this, python.py. So if you type python.py,
enter.
Yep. Okay. And again, it looks like nothing's happened, but if you do list, you'll see that there's a file in there called python.py. Brilliant.
Okay.
So you've created a directory and you've created a file. The file's got absolutely nothing in it, and we can check that out by using a command called cat. Cat is short for concatenate. Don't ask me. But basically what it does is it takes the contents of that file and it'll put it wherever we tell it to go. But if we don't tell it to go anywhere, it'll just print it to screen. So if I type cat python py, nothing happened because there's nothing in that file. It's just an empty file, nothing in it. Okay, so we're back. So just to recap, we've created a file called Python. We've done a list command, so we can see that it's in the directory. It's white, so it's not executable yet. And there's nothing in it because we used the cat command, and it showed us that there's nothing in that file. So we need to put something in that file. And we're going to use a program called Nano. So Nano is a text editor. And we need to type Python. So nano python.py. You can use your tab key if you want to do. Just type P and then tab. Okay, and then when we hit enter, we're into the tool, the text editing tool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to exit out of there. You stay in there. I'm going to just have a look because the first command, the first thing we need to write at the top of that file is shebang, and to tell the computer where to find the Python binary that we're going to use. So I'm going to use a command called which. We're going to use Python 3, and this tells me that Python 3, the binary, so the actual program of Python 3 is located in user bin Python 3. So I'm going to go back in to Nano, and we're going to give it a shebang. So that's a hashtag and exclamation mark. You got that? Excellent.
Yeah.
/ user / bin and Python 3. Okay. So any computer that tries to run this script is going to know that it's a Python 3 script, and it knows where Python 3 is located on this particular computer anyway. Okay, so to write our program, it's going to be very simple but very effective. We're gonna print something to the screen with this program. That's all we're going to do, and we're going to print hello world. Okay, so that's the command you need to, or that's the line you need to write. Print with parentheses hello world, and make sure that they're in that the words are actually in what do we call those?
Parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses, but the other one.
Inverted commas?
Inverted commas, absolutely, but quotation marks, yeah. Cool, you got that?
Yeah.
Excellent, okay. So to get out of there, to save it, we're going to press Control and O. You can see down here at the bottom of my screen, that's to write out, so to save. Control and O, not 0.
Sure.
Then it'll ask us, write file name to write, Python Py. Yes, we do, so we just press enter. And then we exit with Control X. Okay. You're out? Yeah, I'm losing you a little bit. Yeah, all good. Okay, excellent. And now we're going to run the script, or we're going to try to run the script. And we're going to do that with a dot and a / and Python .py, and we press enter, and you should.
Come up on your screen, so I'm just going to wait.
Yeah. Are you getting my screen?
It's frozen. Your screen's frozen. I can hear you, but your screen's frozen.
Okay. When you press enter with that command, what did you get?
Could you repeat the command? I got full stop /
Okay, full stop / and then the name of the file. So python.py.
Altogether or different next?
Yeah, don't give it a space. Altogether.
Okay.
Yeah.
So python.py, yeah?
Absolutely. And then press enter.
Okay.
Does it tell you that permissions denied?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's because if I'm going to do a list on mine. Can you see my screen yet?
I can see
Okay.
it now, yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to use this command, the list command, but I'm going to give it a little bit more information. I want a longer list. I want more information, not just listing and giving me the name of the file. So with -L, that should give me a longer list. It gives me more information. And you can see, we'll talk about permissions a lot more in another lesson, but you can see here that we've got R and W. So we've got write permissions with the W, we've got read permissions with the R. There are no executable permissions. So we're going to have to give this file executable permissions, and we'll do that with chmod, chmod, which means change mode. We're going to do a plus sign and an X, so that's adding executables to this file, the name of the file, and then press enter again. Okay, so you don't need to do this right now, but I'm gonna list the contents again, and you can see the Python, now it used to be in white and now it's green. You see that on my screen?
Yep.
Cool, excellent. So that means that it's executable, and you can see in the permissions here that we've got a few X's written in there. Okay, I'll explain properly another time what the permissions mean and how they work, but this means that we've got the permission to execute this file, to execute this program. So if again we do the // you can use your up arrow to find that command if you want. You got it? Yeah, cool.
Hello world.
Okay, you hit it and you ran your program and you've got hello world. So that's your first Python program. Congratulations, mate. Cool.
Nice.
It's great, isn't it? I know that's very simple, but we're going to move on a little bit more in later classes. I know that you've got the list now of the planned classes, and there's a lot more to come. So I'm going to stop this video now, mate, and thank you very much, and I'll see you again in a few minutes.
That's great.
Pleasure, man.